I couldn't speak until now. Jin finally reveals what HYBE has been hiding about Jin. Why did Jin hold back for so long? What is it that HYBE didn't want the world to know? And why is Jungkook's name at the center of it all? As millions celebrate Jin's long-awaited return from military service, a single, unexpected statement from the oldest BTS member has sent shockwaves through the fandom and the entertainment industry alike. I couldn't speak until now. With those chilling, carefully chosen words, Jin ignited a firestorm of speculation, concern, and heartbreak. The question now is not just what he meant, but why he chose to say it now. The timing was far from random. Jin's emotional return to the stage was marked by joyful tears and roaring cheers from ARMY. Yet behind the radiant smiles and warm embraces lay something far more complicated. Something that has apparently been building in silence. In a rare, unfiltered moment during a backstage interaction caught on camera, but quickly edited out in the final cut, Jin appeared visibly shaken, and a staff member could be heard trying to steer the conversation away from what he was about to say. But the fragments that escaped were enough. I held it in not because I wanted to, but because I had no choice. It was about Jungkook. The audio was muffled, the context unclear, but the emotion? Unmistakable. What exactly has been hidden all this time? And why did Jin feel silenced? HYBE, known for its tight grip on public narratives, has not released any comment, nor have they confirmed or denied Jin's implications. Yet the internet is ablaze with theories, ranging from contractual manipulation to deeply personal conflict. Was Jungkook being protected or controlled? Did Jin's military absence force him to stay quiet out of loyalty or fear of professional consequences? Or is this merely the surface of something darker, more orchestrated behind the scenes? Some fans point to a string of unusually scripted interactions in recent years. Jungkook's solo promotions, often lauded for their creative freedom, were nevertheless sprinkled with strange absences, moments where his own voice seemed constrained, dodging questions, avoiding direct statements about his role in BTS's future. Others recall the tearful V-Live where Jungkook said, "There are things I want to tell you, but I can't." At the time, fans assumed it was emotional overwhelm. But now, in light of Jin's comment, was it a veiled cry for help? The most alarming clue might lie in a contract clause that was leaked anonymously late last year, one that allegedly barred BTS members from discussing internal decisions, member health, or any disagreements with management publicly, under threat of suspension or financial penalty. Was this clause what kept Jin silent? And was Jungkook the reason that clause existed in the first place? "I saw things I shouldn't have," Jin reportedly told a close friend, according to a source who spoke to a Korean outlet under anonymity. "I stayed silent because I thought it would protect him, but maybe it didn't." The friend continued, "Jin was always the shield for the others. He took the hits. He made jokes. But this time, something cracked." Fans who once believed that HYBE's silence about member activities was simply a publicity tactic are now questioning everything. Was Jungkook's creative direction truly his own? Were his collaborations freely chosen? Or was there pressure behind the scenes to fit a mold crafted by executives? And why have we never heard his unfiltered thoughts about BTS's future? Why always vague? Why always cautious? Jin's moment of vulnerability is not just about one statement. It's about years of silence. Years of tiptoeing around topics. Years of carefully rehearsed interviews and suspiciously uniform narratives. If he's now speaking up, it raises even more pressing questions. Is there more he wants to reveal? Will he be allowed to? Or will HYBE once again move to bury the truth before it can take root? The emotional weight of this revelation is already fracturing the fandom. Some believe Jin is exposing a betrayal that needed to be heard. Others are afraid it could drive a wedge between him and Jungkook, or between BTS and the company that built them. But almost everyone agrees, this is not something to ignore. Not anymore. As of this writing, Jungkook has made no public statement. He has not posted on Weverse, nor has he commented during any recent appearance. This silence is louder than words. The question is he being silenced, or is he choosing silence? There's a disturbing irony in the fact that BTS, a group once celebrated for their open-hearted honesty and emotional transparency, may have been bound in invisible chains all along. And now, one by one, those chains are beginning to rattle. Will Jin reveal more? Or has this warning already cost him something? Did HYBE try to erase what he said? Or was this always part of a larger plan to distract, manipulate, or deflect attention from a much deeper issue? I couldn't speak until now. Those words, still echoing through the fandom, suggest that there is much more yet to be heard. The question is, are we ready to listen, even if the truth shatters everything we thought we knew about BTS, about JUNGKOOK, and about the company that shaped their legacy? Stay tuned as we uncover more in this developing story. But the silence from HYBE only intensifies the speculation. Why hasn't the company released even a basic clarification? Why has JUNGKOOK remained absent from all public comments since Jin's cryptic remark? And why are certain clips of Jin's backstage interactions being removed or edited out of official uploads only hours after they're posted? These digital erasures are no longer coincidences, they're signals. Signals that something is being actively concealed, not just from the public, but perhaps even from the members themselves. ARMY continues to dissect every frame, every syllable, and every missing moment. Some insiders suggest this may not be about a simple disagreement, but a pattern of quiet censorship that's been in place for years. One anonymous former HYBE employee went on record with an independent blog, claiming that members were routinely coached on what to say, especially about other members, and that unapproved emotional expressions were often deemed as breaches of image control policy. If this is true, Jin's statement wasn't just personal, it was an act of defiance. Could this also explain the strained scene in past behind-the-scenes footage, especially involving JUNGKOOK? His exhausted glances, the moments of sudden withdrawal, and the distant expressions that seemed so out of place for someone usually bursting with life. Were those signs of emotional repression? And were they linked to something deeper, something Jin had known all along but was forbidden to reveal? For longtime fans, this isn't the first time questions have emerged about power dynamics within the label. But it's the first time a member has come this close to confirming that something may have been wrong from the inside. Not in the past, but now. Still unfolding, still dangerous, and still hidden. It raises another haunting possibility. Was JUNGKOOK ever in control of his own voice? Or has he been protecting someone else, just as Jin tried to protect him? This uncertainty leaves fans suspended in emotional tension. They are torn between loyalty and fear, between celebrating Jin's return and grieving what his words might mean. But one thing is clear, this moment marks a shift. The curtain has been pulled back, even if only slightly, and what lies behind it may change the way the world views BTS forever. I couldn't speak until now. Those words will echo in the minds of ARMY for weeks, months, maybe even years. What else has been hidden? What else have the members endured in silence for the sake of an image, a legacy, a global brand? As fans continue to demand transparency and the world watches with unease, the next move lies with JUNGKOOK. Will he remain silent, or will he finally speak? And when he does, what truths will come crashing down? This is not just about one sentence. This is about everything that's been said and not said between the lines. Keep your eyes open, your ears tuned, and your heart prepared. Because this story is far from over. It's only just begun.